Hi guys, I hope everyone is doing good. Since we're all stuck at home, I thought I would film me trying to make some soup for the first time, some tomato soup. Before we got quarantined, I did have the stomach bug actually, and for a little bit I couldn't really eat anything even after I got better. So I was just getting Panera tomato soup because that was the only thing that didn't make me feel horrible by the end of the day. So I'm gonna try to make tomato soup. I found a Panera Copycat recipe. So I'm gonna try to do that for lunch and dinner today. I'm thinking for lunch we'll just have it plain with some bread, and then for dinner we could have some grilled cheese. But yeah, so let's get started. I have my coffee, essential. So So first I laid out all the ingredients that I need. So I have some seasoning here, some basil Italian seasonings. I don't have the exact seasoning, so I just used what I did have: red pepper, salt and pepper, sugar. We're gonna need some olive oil, tomatoes, garlic, chicken stock. I did have to get light cream, even though the recipe calls for heavy cream. There was no heavy cream left in the store. I'm surprised I even found chicken stock because that was like almost the last box I found. So there was no heavy cream when I went to the store, so I figured I'll get light cream, see what I can do. Maybe I can add some butter to the soup to make it better. I don't know, I'm just gonna Google some things I could do when I don't have heavy cream, so we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so I first put the 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now we're gonna heat that and add the garlic. I put 4 teaspoons of garlic. I kind of just Googled what I would need. The recipe says like 4 cloves, but I'll put down the original recipe so you can do what you think is best. And now we're gonna saute this for 30 seconds. So that's all sauteed, it's just still in the pan. The next step is something to do with onions, but Dylan and I don't really like onions, so I am skipping that step and I'm gonna go straight to adding the tomatoes. Let me see the recipe here. So now we add the tomatoes, chicken stock, and sugar, and bring it to a low simmer. Cook uncovered for 12 minutes or until it has thickened. So let's do that. I put all the chicken stock, tomato, and sugar in here, and I am going to put it on low heat and cook them for 12 minutes or until it is thickened, it says. So while that is cooking and thickening up, I'm going to Google what I can do because I don't have heavy cream, I only have light cream. So I'm gonna Google what I can do to make it creamier. So apparently light cream is a fine substitute if you don't have heavy cream. They say you can also do like 3/4 cup milk and then a 1/3 cup butter to every cup of heavy cream, for every cup of heavy cream that you need. So I might try to do something like that, like 3/4 cup light cream and a 1/4 cup of butter. Instead of like milk, I'll just use the light cream and see if that makes it creamy. You can never really go wrong with butter, right? So I don't know, see how that turns out. I was reading the recipe again and I actually only need a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. So I think I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of light cream and then like a tablespoon of butter, just to be on the safe side. Since I've never made soup before, oh my gosh, I can't get this hair. Since I've never made soup before, I'm really hoping that I know what it looks like when it's thick enough. We'll see. I don't really want to talk too much about what's going on right now because I've been reading about it nonstop, and I live in Massachusetts, so I've been on the government website every day looking at how the cases are progressing. So I don't really want to talk about that because it's not very positive and I can't control any of that. But I do want to know how you guys are doing during this time and what you're doing at home to kind of take your mind off of things like making soup for the first time. So yeah, leave a comment down below and tell me how you guys are doing. So I've run into a problem. This is why you should read recipes maybe in their entirety before you decide to make them. But apparently I'm supposed to put the soup in a blender to blend up all the chunks of tomato once everything is added to it. And I don't have a blender. We have like a really small like personal blender that we've never used. We got it for like a Christmas gift or like a swap Christmas gift party thing. We never used it and it's small, so I'm not sure that would work. I'm wondering if I can use a hand mixer to chop things up. Should I try that when everything is done? I'll give it a shot and see if that works. Oh my gosh. Yeah, classic. So this is how the soup is looking now. I don't think it is thick enough yet, but we'll just keep going at it. It's almost been longer than 12 minutes, so I started the timer really late, so it's been like more than 12 minutes at this point, but we'll just continue until it is thick enough. I've also been seriously contemplating starting a TikTok like everyone else has seemed to be starting at this point. It's definitely moving along. I think I might give it like 5 more minutes before I add the heavy cream and all the other spices, and then try to chop up these tomatoes because Dylan's lunch is soon, in like 30 minutes. It'll be his lunchtime, so. Okay, so I added everything else of the recipe. So I had to add the cream, the spices, and now is the time that I'm supposed to put it in the blender, but of course I don't have one. So I'm going to try and use a hand mixer, obviously on low speed, because I don't want to get it everywhere. Tomato sauce everywhere would be horrible. So let's see if this works out for me. I have like 20 minutes to make this work, so let's see. Over by the stove, I don't have an outlet, so I have to bring it over here. So I doubled up some towels that I could set the hot thing on, so I had to put it over here and see if we can make this thing work. I'm not sure if you could tell by any of that footage, but it was way too messy, obviously. That's why you need a blender. But it kind of worked, but I had to stop because it was literally just getting everywhere, even when I was trying to do it on the lowest speed. So, but it worked for now, so it's okay. So I just put it back on low until we're ready to eat, because I did want it to thicken up a little bit more still, and it is feeling like it's thickening up a little better now. It does taste pretty good. I might actually add some more butter just because I like the creaminess, but yeah, it is pretty good, so I recommend trying this recipe. Especially good for today because it's so dreary out, as you can see.
Willie's gonna be in Jamaica.
And Margaret Campbell. Your fortune tellers.
Aye. Margaret's a seer. We're departing for the West Indies.
Aye.
Sailors are a superstitious lot.
Ah.
Just a pitching